Hello, my name is Alethea Tucker, and I am the CEO of Jolie's Enterprises. I'm also the host of a show entitled Reinvent and Rise, and the host of a podcast entitled Leveling Up the Podcast with Alethea Tucker. I recently had the distinct pleasure of working with Tina Ramsey and CTR Media Network in one of her programs where she taught me how to get exposure for my podcast. She increased my visibility tremendously, and she showed me how to monetize both of my shows to make them revenue generating products. I am so ecstatic and so happy with the service that she and her staff provided to me. She went above and beyond what I expected, and I certainly got far more than I ever dreamed I would get with her. So I highly recommend her for any of her programs. I highly recommend her as someone to go to if you are looking to increase what you do with your podcast, make it better. If you're looking to get visibility, definitely speak with her. You will not go wrong with her or anyone on her staff.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy Monday. All right, did you miss me? I am Dr. Tina Ramsey, and welcome to Morning Motivations. Today, we are going to talk about a topic of how to build confidence. You know, in a world that is built upon, it just seems as if it's built upon the opposite. It want to tear you down all the time. I said, you know what? I see the need that we need to have a discussion about how you can counteract that negativity, on how you can learn and how you can be mindful and intentional on how you can build your confidence every single day. And what is the best day to talk about this? It's on a Monday, because this is the time when you coming off of your weekend and you ain't really feeling going to work, going to school, even going to your business. You're like, man, please, I want to extend my weekend. So if you're feeling like that, I hope that this actually give you the boost to go out to have you the best week ever. So let's go ahead and jump right into this topic. But before we get started, you guys, let me know where you're tuning in from so I can shout you out and say hello. Because this is an amazing day. Hello, Mr. H. How are you? He said you way too happy for a Monday pre-coffee moment. No, man. Listen, I have to be excited for all of you. I really look forward to these morning motivations with all of you. So listen, this is to get you guys up, going, moving, because I know Monday is not an easy day. Okay, it's not an easy day. So I had to come all the way on 100 to get you guys motivated, honey. Yes. So let's go ahead and jump right in. CTR Media Network family. Like I said before, welcome to Morning Motivations. Today's topic is how to build confidence. And we're going to dive right into this game-changing topic of confidence. Because guess what? At the end of the day, confidence isn't something that we're born with. I wish we were born with an extra dose of confidence when we, enter the world. But the case of the matter is we don't have that. That's something that we have to cultivate. It's something that you have to build. So today we're going to explore how you can cultivate this self-assurance that is needed for you to achieve the personal and also professional goals that you have. And while you're building on your personal self and professional self, you can also build your confidence even in the midst of people, situations, places that are designed to tear you down. So what is confidence? Confidence is believing in your abilities and trusting that you can handle life challenges. It's not about being perfect. Let me say that again. It's not about being perfect, but it's just about knowing that you're capable of learning, adapting, and growing. Let me say that again. It's not about being perfect, because many of us, we misunderstand confidence with being perfect. It's not that. It's all about knowing your that you're capable of learning, adapting, and growing. So, what is the foundation of confidence? Well, first of all, confidence starts with that self awareness and you really getting to know yourself, getting to know yourself better. So, what does that look like when you want to get to know yourself better? You are going to be honest and transparent with yourself to understand what your strengths are, your weaknesses, and you need to own them. Whatever your strengths are, that's easy for us to own it. But what about your weaknesses? Can you own that too? Because guess what? I don't care who you are, we all have weaknesses. We all have something about ourselves that we just don't like or we wish that was a little bit better. And so, what is it? I need you to own it all because guess what? At the end of the day, your strengths and also your weaknesses is what creates your unique you. That is what makes you different from every other person on the face of the planet. That what makes people that is your people, the people who supposed to be with you, love being around you, your strengths and your weaknesses. The next thing is set small, and I keep saying this, set small achievable goals to build your momentum and to prove to yourself that you can succeed. Don't be over managing yourself so much to the extent that you have to be some type of superhero in order to complete that list. Some of us we get so excited, so motivated that we create all of this. I mean, like create like a list of 100 things and you tell yourself you're going to get that done in a week or a month. Come on, people. Stop setting yourself up for failure. How about set small goals? How about set one goal a day if it's big and work your way through that multi-level okay? That will help you build momentum and motivate you to be able to keep going. Hello, love of my life. That's my hubby. He said he hashtag live. For those of you who may be wondering if I'm with somebody. Yes, I am. Me and him been married for 23 years. Love him to pieces. Yes, Mr. H said, hey, no, they say, hey, Miss H. Oh, see, Mr. H, you and Mr. H gonna start trouble this morning. I know y'all. Miss H said, hey, Curtis. The next thing you need to do is practice positive self-talk. Okay, now this is where some people might say, I don't know about that, Tina. You mean to tell me you want me to talk to myself? I don't know, Tina. I don't know, Dr. Tina. I don't know. Listen, positive self-talk is something that all of us should be doing. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be holding a whole conversation with you, yourself, and I. I'm not saying you holding a whole conversation where you saying a question and answering yourself. Now, we ain't talking about that. Now, that's a whole different situation. But I am talking about having that positive self-talk. Like when you feeling that overwhelming feeling of anxious or stress or anxiety, I want you to replace those negative feelings with affirming words like, I am capable, I deserve success, I am successful. Those self-fulfilling positive self-talk affirmations. And I'm a Christian girl, so I love my Bible. So I also include positive scriptures as well to keep me going, that motivates me. And I find different quotes, or sometimes it's different clips from different speeches of whatever that are encouraging to me. And even down to songs. I have a playlist of certain songs that, regardless of whatever mood I'm in, it will put me, if I'm in a mood that's not positive, it will put me in the right headspace. I want you to start speaking at events. I want you to start virtually. If you're not able to speak at events, how about go live like I'm doing right now, audio version or with video, and start talking out your things, especially if you're a person that's an entrepreneur or you have a mission that you want to get out. You're going to have to start speaking up. I don't always speak properly or say everything the right way all the time, but guess what? I still show up. Instead of focusing on having everything picture perfect, everything straight, saying all the words properly, because I am heavy Southern, honey. So certain words I say, some people don't really understand because it's something with our dialogue from the area that I'm from. And yeah, we know what we're talking about, but you might not know what we're talking about. Like right now, I say about instead of about. I say every day when I speak with people, especially when I go on public stages. The essence of me, Dr. Tina, is that yes, I'm Southern and I'm proud to be Southern. I wasn't always proud to be Southern with this Southern twang. The essence of me is that some of my words go around the corner and come back again, but that's okay. And if you don't like it, take one finger and scroll up. It's okay. Everybody's not for everyone. But the thing of the matter is, I don't allow what I feel is a personal thing that make me stand out, whether it stand out good or bad. I don't let it stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do. Okay. Hello, Mika Rose. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Gladys. She said, hello, beautiful people. Yes, I do. David encouraged himself in the Lord, so why not? It helped you get back in the right headspace. Exactly, Gladys, exactly. Red said, what if some of your topics are not popular opinions? Listen, at the end of, let me see, can I pop that up? It's not letting me pop up Red's comment. There it is. Okay, so the thing is, sometimes you're going to say something and everybody's not going to agree with you. Like right now, I'm talking about building up confidence. People who are negative don't want to hear about building up confidence. They want to come in and tear down confidence. So you can't be so overly consumed with what other people think that it stops you from being positive. If it's anything positive, I say go ahead and do it. If it's something that's a little bit negative without something that can actually give people hope at the end, I don't like giving people or telling people sad stories, talk about something negative that's happening in the news or something, and don't provide some type of reassurance or hope attached to it. I feel like we should be responsible with us delivering information to the world, that we don't put people on a lopsided, upside down emotional roller coaster of which they cannot have any hope at the end of the day. Yes, we go through things in life. We're all the time going to have something that we're going to go through. But what is the bright spot? Everything in life has a positive and a negative. But we have to make the mental decision that we are going to focus on the positive, even though negative things arise. And sometimes you can't please everybody. So what is it? Do you feel that that is your passion, your purpose to help the people with that particular thing? Then you need to move forward if you feel that strongly, and understand that everybody is not going to want to listen, but that's okay. But the people who do, they will listen. They will embrace whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're saying, because they're your ideal audience. Everyone is not your audience. You have some people that are, some people that aren't, and so you're going to have to get used to that. And that comes along with building your confidence. So how can you build your confidence? Through action. So confidence actually grows when you step outside of your comfort zone. One of my coaches, he said, your success is always on the other side of what you don't want to do. So what is it that you don't want to do? For some of you, it may be going live. For some of you, it may be speaking on stage. For some of you, it may be starting your business. You have all these aspirations and desires, but it makes you afraid. And you're comfortable with working a 9-to-5 job. And you're a little afraid of even trying to explore working and starting your own business at the same time, because you're thinking about money and everything else. Or what are people going to say? Ooh, what are they going to say? But keep in mind, the more you do things outside of your comfort zone, and you reach a certain level of success, meaning that you made it through that particular process, or you see the results or the fruits of your labor, it naturally builds confidence in you, and it grows just as you put a seed in the soil and you water it and you cultivate it, and it starts off as a little sprout and then it eventually grows into a corn stalk. The more you keep doing things that is outside of your comfort zone, the more you're going to build your confidence. And even when negativity arises, you'll know how to combat it, right? With these tips and strategies that I'm giving you right now. And in all cases, I want you to start small. The key is start small, be consistent, and work on it every single day. understand that you need to be flexible because everything is not going to go right or how you picture it in your head all the time. But understand that every roadblock, every stone that you have to cross over, you need to make those stones, those roadblocks, stepping stones. You're actually building a bridge of self-confidence, your self-worth, the value that you bring, and be able to make a positive impact in the world. Let me give you a scenario, because many of you want to be a podcaster. You've been sitting around thinking about becoming a podcaster. You have something that you want to share, or maybe you want to be a podcast guest, whatever the case is. But I don't know why, but so many people, they're so nervous about becoming a podcaster, even if they're on audio like myself. They're so nervous. So imagine you're one of those podcasters, you know that it's been on your heart to do a podcast for years. You finally say, okay, I'm going to do a podcast, but I'm nervous, but you record your first episode. You spend hours recording and making sure that you take out every every sound in the background. You're doing all this extra stuff in order to create this very first episode before you release it to the public. You practice, you might have a script. You even break down your long episode into short clips to try to draw more people, maybe hoping that you go viral with that first episode. And then you put it out and it don't grow like you think it should grow. Now, should that build your confidence or should you feel like you failed? Most of you will say, well, I failed. No, you didn't. You did not fail. That should build your confidence because even though you had your own nervousness, you had your own reservations, you did everything that you could do and you completed the process of completing your first episode. And to be honest, when you are a first-time podcaster, it's going to take multiple episodes to build up your audience before people even listen to your podcast. They don't even know that you exist yet. You have to do marketing, promoting. You got to get yourself out there. You have to have guests if you like to have guests, but you can have a solo show if that's what you want to do, because I have done both. But it takes time. So how to accomplish this? You just prepare. And for some people who do like to do lists, how about this? Create yourself a challenge list. Like, if this happened, this is what I'm going to do. Whether it's a meeting, an interview, a presentation, a podcast episode, going to work, whatever. I need you to track your progress and recognize how far you have come, okay? Let's see. Gladys, I'm checking comments. She said, my motto is exactly, if you build it, they will come. They will. We have Zach in the building. He said, my dislike for other races seems controversial to some. Well, what is it? You need to consider, is it just the behavior or whatever? Because behavior of different people from different races can be different things. And so I don't dislike anybody or any race of people. I might dislike a characteristic flaw in someone. I might not particularly like how they treat people, and it doesn't have to be attached to anybody's race. So it sounds like you might need to do some inward work a little bit to find out, why do you feel like that and why it's attached to race. Okay. None of my stuff is attached to race. It's attached to the character of how that person or how that person did or responded or act to certain thing, right? That I may not agree with. It just so happened they may be a different race. They may be the same race, but it's never the race for me. It's the character. It's what they stand for. It never has to deal with the race with me. And so, and like Red said, there is one race, the human race. I agree with you 1000%. And if we start looking at people as just people and not just the skin that we wrapped up in, we'll have a whole great world to live in, because people will be based, our decision will be based on the character of the person, what you put out, not how you look, what background you have, how much education, how much money you have. It's built on the core of who you are, whether you're a good person or not so great. Or not so great. So what I want you to do on today is to think about. Gladys said we don't have time to dislike anybody. That she said, it's a waste of energy. Yes, 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 it is. And Miss A said, try taking that to a therapist or being a professional comedian to see. Well, I love everybody. I love everybody. I don't care what skin you're wrapped up in. It's like I said, everything is based on me, based upon character. How do you treat people? All this kind of stuff. And I always try to look at it like this. Even if someone has an opinion that I don't particularly like, I have came up with the philosophy that we may agree to disagree, but we will keep it respectful. Like some of these comments, I don't agree. But hey, everybody have a right to say what they want to say at certain times, right? And so for me, I just agree to disagree with certain comments, certain philosophies, certain ways that people feel about stuff. But I'm not gonna disrespect you. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Pray for you and keep it moving. Because I'm a praying girl. I'm gonna keep it moving at the end of the day. So these are some ways in which this is ways in which on how you can build your confidence, even when negativity come around, even when people say things that kind of throw you off. These are some tips and strategies that you can use for today as well as throughout the week to build up your self-confidence. The thing is, we are in, I would say, the situation where we build up other people's confidence before we build up ourselves. I want to challenge you to put as much effort as you put in someone else. I want you to make sure you put that same amount of energy, that same amount of attention into yourself and start building yourself up as much as you are building up others. Okay. And if you're never building up others, then maybe you need to try to help build up some people too, because it's a great emotion when you know that you can make somebody else smile. It's like create that happy chemical in the brain called serotonin. It's just a really good warm fuzzy feeling when you know that you have helped someone. Like I appreciate Red. And I appreciate Mr. H. You know why? When I see their names pop up, or I see Miss Gladys' name pop up, or I see people who've been following us for a long time and they pop up when I'm doing anything, whether it's live, whether it's an event, or whatever the case may be, I get a warm, fuzzy feeling inside because I know they're positive. I know they're here to support. And guess what? Red and Mr. H, they not only show up, but they help with managing the positivity in our room. They are moderators. So it helps build my confidence to know that, hey, while I'm giving out all this positivity, I got people watching my back, making sure they keep the room good. And they don't have to do it because they're volunteers. Okay. It's not like they're getting paid. They are volunteers to help keep our community safe and clean and positive. And so I appreciate them. I appreciate all the people who follow us that we don't know, all the people that we have built relationship with over the years, such as Mr. H, Red, Miss Gladys, that comes in on the regular, that just give all that positivity. And Gladys said, moved by the Holy Spirit. Amen to that, Gladys. You know, I don't do anything without moving with that Holy Spirit, honey. Miss A said, y'all help me all the time. Oh, you help us too. And Gladys said, oh, to God be the glory. Yes, yes, yes. I always give him the glory and the praise. So on this day, I know Miss A said I was on 100 this morning. For it to be a Monday. But I knew I had to come on and be 100 for you guys today because Mondays are usually the most negative driven part of the week. It's also the week, and I have to be careful the way I say it because certain words we can't say when we are on social media. So how can I say this? It has been scientifically documented that Mondays are the day that most people experience I think I could say stroke. If not, I'll look it up. They experience heart trouble that can cause them to be unalived. If that makes sense, because I can't say the other word, I have to say unalive. Because it's so stressful. And so the reason why I came on this morning, you know, at 100 is because January thus far has been a very stressful month for most. I mean, overly stressful. It's the beginning of 2025, and so many things have changed for us as a country. So many things have changed for us as individuals, and so many of us have to make so many difficult decisions every single day that if we go back 10, 20 years ago was not even an option. People have to pick between their life-saving medication or to put gas in their car or to purchase food or to pay a light bill or to pay for gas to stay warm in their homes because some of us have natural gas. So people are making life things that we need essentially just to have basic living. They're having to make decisions that we didn't have to make before because we're dealing with inflation, we're dealing with negativity, we're dealing with the lack of love among humankind. I mean, it's a lot. So that's why I'm personally making I would say my personal give back is just making sure that I come live every day, every morning to give you guys some positivity. Because guess what? You matter to me. The people who follow and support us, you guys really matter to my husband and I and our staff. You guys really matter because there's so many people that y'all could be listening to and following and supporting. And we appreciate all of you. And we want our people over here, our CTR Media Network family, to be able to have something positive to go through their day, have something to look forward to every single day in the midst of all the darkness and all the stuff that's going on. It is some sunshine, okay? It's going to get better, okay? And we're going to laugh about it. So have a great, amazing rest of your week. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, and you can leave a comment. We come live every single morning, giving you morning motivation to help kickstart your day to positivity. We talk about a variety of different topics. I share personal experiences as well as tips and strategies that I personally learned over my time as being a mom, being a parent, being a wife, being a friend, being a servant of God, being an entrepreneur. I share different fragments of my life in order to help motivate you to keep on going. And also to be transparent so that you will know that even though you see a lot of things on social media, I'm telling you the story behind the photo, the story behind the award, what it took before I was able to be at this level of success that I am at now, and how it feels, the mental mindset you have to be in. And every day you don't feel happy. Okay? Every day you don't feel happy. And so I'm doing that and being totally vulnerable because I want all of you to thrive in 2025 and beyond. No excuses, okay? For those of you who want to start a podcast, we offered normally we charge a fee, but this year I actually went through, created a video, put it on the TV side at CTR Media Network. You just download the CTR Media Network app today to watch our amazing podcasters, and also the free course that's walking you through step by step how to start your podcast from scratch on Spotify for absolutely free. So even if you don't sign up for our membership program with CTR Media Network, you can still start your podcast on today because I'm showing you exactly how to do it. Because I don't want you to have any excuses, okay? You have the information out there. Just go download the app at ctrmedianetwork.com and go ahead and start your podcast today because the world needs your voice. They need your perspective. You are on this earth to help a certain amount of people. And if you don't share, if you don't grow, if you don't show up, they will not be able to get to their next step without you. That's how important you are. I need you to understand that. That's how important you are. That if you don't do what you're supposed to do, a whole group of people are not going to be able to do what they need to do because they're waiting on you. They're your assignment. They're waiting on you. And to them, you are good enough. You're good enough anyway. But to them, you feel like you're not good enough. But yeah, you're good enough. Okay? Just the way you are. Just show up for them. Just show up for them. Okay? Yeah, CTR Media Network. Yeah, you can go to info@ctrmedianetwork.com. That's info@ctrmedianetwork.com. Or you can go download our app, and we have a contact us on the app where you can actually send us a message as well. Let me see. Gladys says, awesome. Keep getting up. So very proud of you. We give God the glory. Yes, 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 we do. Gladys said, thank you for being you. She said, we will thrive in 2025. I will start my pocket. Yay! Gladys! You are exactly right. People are waiting. We have Patricia in the building. Patricia Robinson. She said, amen. Yes, hallelujah, child. Don't get me started up on here now. You know, when we start talking about the Lord now, I be trying to get off this live, but when I start talking about the goodness, child, don't get me started, Patricia. Don't you get me started this morning. I got to go over here and get into this meeting that I got to do later on this morning. Now, Patricia done came up here and got me just worked up. She gonna have me over here dropping some scriptures. Anyway, you guys, have a great, amazing rest of the day. Love you so much, and know that you are worthy. You are important, and the world needs your voice. Your voice does really matter. It really matters at the end of the day, okay? It really, really matters. All right? So, on that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. Make this be the pinnacle moment of your week. And every time you feel that feeling like you like, oh, I don't have the confidence. Oh, I feel anxious. Oh, this is not a good week. I want you to remember today's live, and I want you to drive home that motivation, because you are amazing. You are amazing. Yes, the goodness of the Lord. Love you. Love you too, you guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. H, and thank you, Red, for being our moderators, keeping our community uplifting, positive, and clean. I appreciate you guys, and see you on tomorrow. Talk to you later. Have a great Monday. Talk to you later. Bye.
Here's why you need to tune in right now. With CTR Media Network, you can transform your knowledge into a fully produced TV show. Imagine your content streaming on platforms like Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and Amazon Fire TV, reaching over 350 million households in 140 countries. We take care of everything, from managing your ready-to-go content to global distribution. And it's not just any content, it's edutainment, a perfect blend of education and entertainment that keeps viewers coming back for more. You'll join a vibrant community of thought leaders, podcasters, and educators, all sharing a passion for impactful content and global reach. Plus, with our app available on Google Play and the App Store, your show will be accessible to millions more, ready to shine on the global stage. Let's get you started. Schedule a 15-minute call with us today and turn your idea into a TV sensation. Reply to this video by saying, I want to learn more. Don't wait, your audience is out there waiting.